You were massive, like right out of military. I mean, you were massive. Guy was yoked.
Right, bro.
No, seriously. As he got out,
pure vitamins.
I saw him. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened?
Benching
this
300.
guy was huge. He was huge, and I'm like, this is stupid. Like and then all of a sudden he get in the academy and just. I'm like, that's the Justin I remember.
Barely survived.
That's the guy I remember right
Just
there.
a lot of running, a lot of cardio.
Somali Justin.
Yeah, not fucking,
Dude,
not eating.
he was
had like a sandwich.
Dude,
No shawarma.
Wouldn't finish lunch.
No shawarma.
crazy. It's crazy. Hey folks, Standby Tony here. If you're struggling to maintain a healthy lifestyle due to your busy schedule, you're not alone. That is why we joined DLVPD, Developed. Developed is an exceptional online coaching program that offers customized fitness, nutrition, and lifestyle coaching to clients worldwide. Whether you're a busy professional, stay-at-home parent, or student, Developed will help you personalize the plans adaptable to your lifestyle. Become part of the community of like-minded individuals who are dedicated to living their best lives. Don't wait any longer. Visit dvlpdmethod.com and join today. That is dvlpdmethod.com.
All right, hey Chris, bring us in, dude. What are we talking about
What are we
today?
doing today, dude?
Actually,
What? Give us something that you
Tell the people, dude. Look at the people.
that you feel very important and that you feel very strongly about. What are we talking about today?
I wish I felt stronger about it. We're going to be talking about fitness.
I just wish you were stronger.
I wish I was stronger.
Arm wrestle him right now. Let's see who's stronger.
Ooh.
All of a sudden, yeah, done deal.
Rocky shot.
On three. 1, 2, 3.
You son of a bitch.
Anyways, welcome back to Standby, guys. It's Chris. I'm here with Phil, Tony, and Jay. Again, we're going to be talking about fitness today and all the various...
Fitting them tacos in your mouth.
Yeah, that's right, dude. You know me. You know, I'm Mr. Fitness around here, in case you guys didn't know. But so we're going to be talking about fitness and what that means to all of us and the various, like, our views on the subject. So I'll go ahead and start off with Tony.
That's dirty. I'll go ahead and start it off. Tony, go ahead.
Hey,
So you
Tony's
just-
the hardest trainer.
As soon as I
Trainer.
go, it's just downhill from there. I
love that.
That's what you're basically doing.
Let's talk about your fitness regimen.
Hi,
let's
welcome
start
back.
with you, dude.
Welcome back to
Candy?
Standby. I'm Chris, and I have nothing to talk about on the
Yeah.
subject. Tony?
Candy and alcohol. Drink it and eat it, dude. That's all I
You eat
got.
a lot of candy?
I have more alcohol.
I didn't know you're a
Probably
candy
way
guy.
more alcohol.
No, I've seen you eat candy.
Yeah, of course he's not saying he doesn't eat candy. He's saying if you choose one over the other, it's alcohol.
Alcohol all day. Yeah, that's my.
That was very unnecessary.
Yeah, but you
Say
had a
stupid
fitness
shit.
routine. You were like into sports and
Yes, at
You
one
know.
point in my life.
obviously like you've been through the
kid.
academy.
When
You
I was a
did some
child.
kind of fitness.
Yeah.
I think you would get more into fitness if you were like an overweight cop, like obese.
I am overweight.
Like, you know,
but you're 6'9".
guts hanging over your Sam Brown kind of deal. You got to turn your
Oh,
mag pouches aside,
I wanna
kind
talk-
of thing.
I
You know,
wanna
it's
talk
like
about that.
I think you would get more into fitness involved, right? If that
I
was a
have not
problem.
reached that point of the
Yeah,
Sam
I think
Brown
you would take it
mag.
more seriously if you reached that point, though.
I think
you. I don't think we would let you reach that point.
No,
'cause we would
no,
just
I
make
would-
fun of
we
you.
would berate you.
I would
I would just
fuck
make fun
up.
of you for the rest of my life until you got thin.
Yes, you
That's what he
would.
did to me.
That's what he's done to a few people.
Yeah, and it worked.
Got you in shape, though.
Fuck yeah. I think right now your size is very advantageous to your career field. I think you're an asset at your
No,
career.
But I'm on the line, though.
Having the size, he's not gonna shrink. At least height wise.
I mean, like the weight
What
that he
he needs-
carries, that's a bad fucking day. You get hit.
Yeah,
by
but imagine that
Tony
weight
knows
was
what I already
pure.
know where
Imagine that weight was pure muscle.
Yes, I know where he's going.
Dude would walk up to people, just pick them up, like, "Hey, you're over here now."
It's a lot of lat right there. You need wings for that, but yeah,
He would have wings. Okay.
like Vader him.
Yeah. Skydiving doesn't need a parachute, dude. Fucking deploy flaps. Deploy flaps.
At your height of your fitness regimen, what were you doing? Your peak.
Oh man, at the peak, dude, I was. But that's all I lived, though. I didn't have a job.
All right.
What was it?
What was it? Like,
Okay,
let's-
so we're working out four to 5 times a week, twice a day, morning, afternoon, sleep in the afternoon. I'd eat during the day, and that's literally all I would do. So we'd be doing what would we be doing in the morning? Powerlifting in the morning. In the afternoon, we'd be sprinting for like hours, sprinting, doing drills and shit like that.
It's because you're
I
a
was-
sport or like
Football. For football, yeah. So that was like peak shape, but again, caveat to that was I didn't have a job. I was
Sure.
literally just my only
That
focus
was your job.
That was my job.
Fitness.
Yeah. So I was a lot lighter. You know, I was 40 pounds lighter than I am now.
pure muscle.
Yeah, just way better shape. Power cleans, the whole the whole thing that we.
What was like your? Did you ever hit the 1,000-pound club? I assume you did.
Yes.
1,500
Probably did that in middle school.
1,500-pound club.
No, I didn't hit the 1,500-pound club. I only hit. I was close.
2,000.
Yeah, right at the edge.
He bench.
I mean, a
presses
1,000-pound club is still very impressive. That's
more than me.
An average. It's an average of 333 pounds per setup.
The problem was always my squat. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because I guess the way my levers are set up is like I have like a longer torso than my legs.
I recently learned about levers.
So I bend over too much for me to like get 500 pounds on my back.
Yeah.
The strength is there, but the fucking my back is
pounds.
like So I was only able to get up like 4 wheels on that.
Not big deal.
That's a lot.
That's 4.
You bench press the West Wing of the White House on a fucking bad day.
Warm up 315.
Mr. President, do you mind sitting in that chair? I need to get this.
I wish I did that shit now. There's no excuse for it.
can.
I should be doing it now, but
Well, with developed,
that's right.
With developed
program.
you too
Marco.
can get out of that.
Marco.
Marcos.
But all right, well that's cool.
Yeah.
And what happened? You just
Well, after the academy was more run shape. That makes sense. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but
No, it's
more
all,
about-
it's almost all cardio.
Cardio.
yeah, it's all cardio. We didn't do any like.
Jay, you lost
strength
like
or
what, like
anything.
15 pounds?
back then it was heavy cardio. Now it's like CrossFit.
Yeah,
But like when you
If
went,
you could make it,
you went through.
pass.
You lost like what, 15 pounds?
Yeah, I'm sure it did. Yeah.
You got super skinny when you went through it. Because you were massive, like right out of military. I mean, you were massive. Guy was yoked.
right, bro.
No, seriously. Like as you got
Vitamins.
out,
Pure
I-
vitamins.
I saw him. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened?
Benching
Like, this guy was
300.
huge. He was huge, and I'm like, this is stupid. Like and then all of a sudden he get in the academy and just, I'm like, that's the Justin I remember.
Barely survived.
That's the guy I remember right
Just
there.
a lot of running, a lot of cardio.
Somali Justin.
Yeah, not fucking,
Dude,
not
he
eating.
was
had like a sandwich.
Dude,
No shawarma.
Wouldn't finish lunch.
No shawarma.
crazy. It's crazy.
But yeah, it was heavy, intense cardio.
Yeah. So as soon as you got out of the academy, you basically
Went to Carl's Jr. That's
you were done. But you were done. Like you're like, fuck this. Like, did that turn? So I guess here's my question: did the academy workout turn you off from training, or were you just like, I don't have to do this anymore? So and I'm focused on the job itself.
Well, for me, it's a different path, right? So some people, they'll stay in a position where they can work out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they'll stay in a certain spot at the job where like, okay, their schedule's set. I never did that. I went from the academy to pretty much the same thing, like intense, like no time for yourself, just work on the job.
Yeah.
So I just didn't eat a lot. So I got really skinny.
Okay.
For like the first year and a half. And then I started to put the weight back on, but it was bad.
Okay.
Because I was working overnight. I'm eating chips and shit at
Del
3 o'clock.
Taco.
Del Taco.
Whatever you
3
whatever you can find to eat at 2
Jack in
a.m.
the Box.
Yeah, fucking
which is never good.
yeah. Wee hours of the night eating
all been
bullshit.
Canes.
Yeah, then the kid came and then it was all downhill from there. But
Yeah.
I need to get back to that old self. I wish I fucking was. I wish I never lost it. For sure.
And shit happens though.
Other priorities happen.
So
Yeah.
we already touched on yours. So kind of go through your fitness because you're definitely peaks and valleys as far as like your fitness from when you and I first met, obviously way back in the day, like through high school, in the college years, all that stuff. So where did yours go? Because you were, like I said, you bounced around the most. I think you fluctuated more than anyone.
I don't know. Phil fluctuated pretty heavy, but
Yeah, he was.
my journey was hadn't touched a weight all of high school, middle school. Didn't touch any weights,
Which is
in
crazy.
the military, nothing. And then I went on my first deployment. Had 9 months over there, and I just went to the biggest guy in our group. I was like, "Whatever you're doing, I'm on it for 9 months. We're doing it." I went to that deployment, couldn't lift, couldn't bench 135. 9 months just straight double eating, 4 meals a day, working out twice a day, with a lot of protein, a lot of vitamins, and ended up leaving there benching 300 max by the end of it. So I came out of there pretty okay. That was the peak. And I was
pretty
weighing
okay.
I was weighing like 195. I probably went there weighing like, I don't know, 160 maybe, 165, and then just got huge. And then kind of teetered around, love working out. The job, obviously the military, it's you show up, work out, go home for, 4 years of that. And then came back, joined the academy, got super small again because the first academy was just heavy running, CrossFit, things like that. Probably lost it all. But I kind of retained some of the strength. So like I never lost, like, I don't know, to put it in perspective, I never lost doing like 225 max. Like I always throw up 225 now thanks to getting to that peak. So I thought that was pretty cool since I had never benched, 135 or 225 before. Max again was 300. Now I'm kind of like, I could always do 225 when on a day, whatever. Then like, Chris was saying, the job hit, didn't have a lot of time to work out, hours, a lot of odds and ends hours, right?
Because you get thrown on the worst shift you can.
Yeah, the
fucking
worst
be on.
shift. You do a lot of reports. You're staying late, a lot of overtime. So I didn't have a lot of time to work out. I'd rather choose the 3 hours of sleep than, going to the gym and work, sleeping 2 hours, 3 hours. Still, that was my same regimen even after getting off training. It was like, well, still worked a shitty shift. Mm-hmm. I'd rather choose sleep than, working out, which is bad on me, whatever, but that was kind of what I did. And then I guess I haven't really picked up on a strong regimen since getting out of the military, since, becoming a cop, I guess.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard to stand. That's just me personally. It's somewhat lazy. It's 100% just me being lazy and not going to the gym every day. Could I slide in an hour? Yeah, but then my mind goes to, all right, if I'm going to be there for an hour and I got to warm up now because I'm old, I got to stretch. That takes 23 minutes.
We are old.
Then I got to work out for an hour at least. That's my mentality. Then I got to go home, or I got to stretch again, post stretch. Another 30 minutes. I go home and take a shower. Dude. It's just like, it's a three, for me in my head, it's like at least 2-3 hours out of my day.
Dude, if I don't warm up, I've gotten hurt not warming up. Because like I'm a little older now. Like before, 20-year-old me, jump on it right now. 100%. Fuck it. But now I jump on it and I'm like, oh, fuck. Mm-hmm. Like I can't just do that anymore. I have to actually warm up and stretch. So it changes it a little bit.
Especially like for me, I notice like squats or like a leg day. If I don't stretch, done. Like I'll start little back squats. All right, I'm done with this. Hang up. My legs just get destroyed.
Stretching is the most critical part about working out.
Yeah. And when I used to work out a lot with Marcos, who's at Developed, because he's a TAC-P guy. We hung out a lot. Worked a whole summer together, and he's like Mr. Big Fitness guy. And, we did a lot of stretching, a lot of post, pre, all that stuff. So he helped me really keep on top of it and kind of like get a regimen back. So that was a good summer. But again, once we started, the cop thing, it kind of just, no excuse again. But if I was like heavy, I'd probably be like, oh shit. If I was getting fucking berated by friends, like, you're a fat piece of shit. Yeah, I'd probably like,
your magazine pouches are doing like this.
We will 100% be
100%.
You have no...
But those are the kind of friends you need. Like, honestly, fucking knowing something.
Because they're being honest.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, dude.
No, it's deeper
your shit is...
It's not acceptable.
No, it's super unacceptable.
It's deeper than that.
No, but it's pure honesty. It's like you're like, I expect him to fucking watch the cities that I'm sleeping in, like making sure that I'm fucking safe. He's coming to calls that like I may be like in trouble at.
Yeah.
Like and like you're fucking super out of shape and you're gonna do it. Like, no, fuck that, dude. You better get your ass in shape.
I think what's super interesting, 100%.
Some departments like let you work out like on
Like
shift.
part of your shift.
Yeah, it's part of your shift. It's like,
Those are the TikTok caps.
yeah, I don't know what department lets you do,
pull
but
outs.
that's cool.
So Phil, you like I still think he had the highest peaks and valleys, like because from when I saw you started like up here and then you fucking dived down as far as weight concerned, but like your weight's gone back up, but because of muscle.
Yeah.
So like, where are you at right now? So how like give us your kind of journey.
So I don't know what my metabolism is. I don't, because no matter what end of the spectrum on, right, low or high, I either cannot lose weight or I cannot gain weight. I don't know. It takes a lot, like a lot of eating or a lot of not eating. I had probably the most unconventional story. It's probably the worst. I know that if I make it the next 35 years, right, I make it to 50, whatever, I'm going to have some fucking problems with eating because, dude, I went from... right, injuries, multiple orthopedic surgeries, rounds and rounds. So they finally gave up and said, we're going to fucking throw your arm in the trash. Let's give you a new one. The head injury, the drugs, I was like a vegetable for a while. Not actually, but I couldn't do anything. Had to learn to walk, learn to talk again, stuff like that. So what do? I can't get up and do anything. You eat. I Postmate. I feel bad for my roommates. I don't want them going to the store for me. I'm just going to Postmate Chipotle. And I got fat.
Little Taco Bell.
There was more everything. I mean, if you live in Vegas, there's a lot of fucking food in Summerlin and Henderson. Sure, and I could have made a job out of trying food. Like, it's crazy. But so I got
making fun of my journey.
It's funny. The best part about this is it's fucking funny. If I look at photos, it's hilarious. So highest I got on a scale, no embellishing, is 290 something.
Shut the fuck up. You got to 290?
Yeah, it was probably the most embarrassing because what fucked up about it was the mental, right?
All right, maybe fucking you do beat Justin G.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like he
You
pretty
guys,
fat.
when we met, you know, we met a long time ago.
I don't remember you ever. I don't. That
You got
your
me-
image never reminds me of you being
which is crazy
that big though.
because there's two things that was equated
pretty
to
fat.
me visually was the gap teeth, right? That's gone.
yeah, that was funny.
And I was for fucking 3.5 years, I was fucking huge. And you guys actually, when you met me, I was halfway to my highest weight. I continued to get fatter, right? We were going off roading, we were going to /X, we're going to In-N-Out, we're going to Del Taco. And I didn't care. Fuck it, right? Back on my feet, I was lazy, complacent.
We had 2 4x4s and
Yeah.
stuff.
Dude, it was like I didn't care about any of that because I was in a position at my work where I didn't have to show up and show out.
Yeah.
Right? There's no
No
performance.
PT test. You have to run a mile and a half.
I mean, they literally, at the time, I thought it was a blessing, and it really was a curse, was they were writing me off, right? They're like, this guy's fucked up. We feel bad for him. Let him do whatever he wants to do in the career field in the Air Force, what he can do. And to be honest with you, I didn't play up any of it. It was that bad. My weight probably affected me. When at my highest weight, it affected me doing anything more than any of my injuries.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to say now, all these years later. But yeah, 290 something, just under 300. I'm sure if I had a bunch of beer and ate, you could have clocked me at 300 probably. If I was bloated and ate a bunch and drank a bunch that night, you probably could have clocked me 300 at one point. I never tried it.
I didn't take a shit in 2 days. He's like,
Yeah. Yeah. If you loaded me up. So,
Put a piece of clothing on,
But-
300.
yeah.
A shirt.
What people don't realize when we talk about fitness is if you have the wrong folks around you, they're just going to fucking enable you to continue on the same path.
And you, for a while, you did have the
I
wrong-
did.
that. You there was one particular person I can think of that was that guy.
It was vaping. It was doing the drinking. It was
All right. So what'd you do to get down? What was your fitness program?
I did everything wrong and
Right.
I didn't eat.
You didn't think you did
Just didn't eat,
did
just
it wrong.
fasted?
You did it wrong, but like what else? But what
I've
did
always,
you do?
I've always been a runner, and a lot of people. There's a contention with this with cardio. People always say, I see these things online where they go 15 minutes at a high incline, 1 speed on the treadmill. That's not the case. I did everything. So I did every motion of it. I ate but didn't run, didn't work. I lifted and ate well but didn't run, didn't work. And then I combined everything: good diet, a lot of an inconsolable suicide amount of cardio and lifting and getting and like dedicating my time, my free time, which I had a lot at that point, to doing everything the way it's supposed to be by the bar. And I mean, I was always a runner. I was a runner in high school, ran in the Air Force. I love running. I don't know what it is, like getting that runner's high halfway through a 5K. To me, it's like getting punched in the face and knowing you're going to kill the person in front of you. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a very good feeling. So I ran. I do a 5K a day. At that point in time, I mean, it was like I was ready to die. I know it sounds dramatic, but I legitimately was like, I'm ready to die if I don't lose this weight. Like I look at a tree. I remember like in the Air Force, I tested top 1 percentile in cardio.
Yeah.
My fucking mile and a half was insane. It was like 9 minutes and ass into 9 minutes. And then I remember when I finally gave up and was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I can't be fat. I'm gonna run. The first day I ran, my mile time was fucking 16 and a half minutes. And that was me like giving everything I had. That was embarrassing. That really lit a fire under my ass because I was like, I can't do this. So it was a ton of cardio every day, icing my shins. I bought these little white things you put on your shins from Amazon.
Shin splints.
Shin splints.
Yeah.
Because you're so fucking
Compression.
heavy. You're so fucking heavy, you're going to get an injury.
But even if you're not heavy, like I think Jay, you even got shin splints. Your first.
Yeah, I got that in the academy. That was
His very
because
first academy.
that was because we were wearing shitty shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I'm
had
not
nothing
saying
to do with the running and the weight. Like so, like we were running in
But
fucking.
what I was getting at is like
business shoes.
just because you're not overweight you can't like I'm not
No,
weight
no, it's
probably
true.
did added to it, but like
It's true.
Like he even got it is what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
true. Your shoes, and you know what's fucking crazy about this whole story is like I had the right people in my corner.
Yeah.
When it finally was time to like fucking take accountability for my actions and like become healthy.
Yeah.
I had this guy for one. I had my little brother. Everyone was like, Porky the pig, you're a fat fuck. Oh, geez, dude. Oh, put your shirt back. Like shit like that.
Yeah.
It's funny as fuck now, but you have to have that. If I didn't have you guys in my corner, my brother, and these like roast masters around me, would have never done it. But the other thing, the really good thing about it was I always ran in like just whatever $60 pair of Nikes I had, and I never had issues. The shin splints came, and he told me about Brooks. I know this is going to sound insane to some people, probably you guys as well, but I didn't know anything about running shoes. He put me on these Brooks, and it changed everything. Like
I didn't know anything until.
I was gonna say which ones. I had the Brooks Beast. They're for heavy people.
They're big. They're big. I still wear
They're for
them.
heavy people.
They're called the Beast.
They're literally called
Yeah.
Beast. Brooks Beast.
They're
He
made
put
for
me
like
on
fat people.
on a place called.
It's like heavy cushion,
Dude, whatever they
like
put in there,
6 inches of fucking lift.
good for heavy people.
Dude, seriously, like they're
heard
big. They're big.
Yeah.
That's what I started
Chris
with.
went from 6'7" to
But-
6'8",
Yeah.
just from the shoes.
I never heard of Brooks until like the Air Force bought them for me, and then I was like, oh fuck, I guess shoes matter.
I will never wear another running shoe again because of Brooks. I went to a place you put me on. I drove up there because I was so desperate, right? At this point, it's like I'm trying to do everything. I don't have the gear, right?
Yeah.
You always say gear doesn't really matter. Running shoes definitely fucking matter.
Running shoes
I went to a place that he put me on by his hometown. It's called a Snail's Pace. You put me onto this place, and it fucking changed everything. I mean, my shin splints started to fade, but I also realized like I had dropped 45 pounds in 3 months.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
That's a lot.
Which is crazy.
damn.
I went from
Fasting works.
280. It was. I wouldn't touch a fucking granule of salt until like 3 in the afternoon, and I'd already run. I'd already lifted, and I would just sit.
So unhealthy.
I would just sit.
Let his
That's
body
so
eat
unhealthy,
himself.
dude.
Dude, that's rough.
Dude, it got
Holy
to,
shit.
dude. It was like I went to literal war with myself, and it's crazy. It's 40 pounds went away, and I still looked the same to me. It wasn't until I started getting in the low 2s, like 210, where I was like, okay, this is coming off great because you get things on your arm, my lat, like you start getting kind of saggy skin, which all got corrected later on, and then dropped under 200, and it was like 40 pounds. The first 40 pounds went fast, right? 3 months. I lost for the last 50,
Chris was like, I'll do that.
half that time.
So your
Because I-
peak was 295?
290. Let's call it 295. It was over.
And then your lowest
Oh.
after that, after the 295, would you get that?
This is the part that I don't like talking about because it's like this is the biggest problem people get fit. I got to 168.
What?
And you're 6'3"?
That's not right.
It's not,
talk with
I'm
the
not a
doctor,
fucking
say,
doctor.
dude.
I
So
don't know.
before that, but it's not right.
The doctors want
the
you to
worst.
be 120, bro.
It's the worst
What?
thing. So
stupid.
120?
something.
It's a ridiculous amount of weight.
So the lowest weight before that I ever got to was 180, and that was in the Air Force. And you know, BMT, you're fucked. You have to drink a certain amount of water. You eat your certain meals. You have to drink water, like alternate your meals and your water. Like, I was very structured in the military before I went to tech school. I got to just shy of 179, and that was the lightest I had. I mean, I thought I looked so good. I got to 168 during this process, and I had to go to the doctor for a VA checkup, like to make sure I keep my benefits, things are going good. And he looks at me, he goes, a normal test range for the guy at my age, at that time, I think I was like 23 maybe, 24, somewhere in there. Normal test range is like 800. I was at like 90.
You mean your test?
My testosterone was below 100. My iron was not measurable. And I was passing out standing. Like I'd sit on the couch, I would fall asleep watching TV and wake up 9 hours later.
What the fuck?
Doc's like, eat a steak, motherfucker.
I would nod off, and then COVID.
Baby Ruth or
this
something.
Was
Fuck.
the end of it when I started fixing it was like COVID just started kicking up. So playing a lot of video games now because you literally couldn't do anything in the state. Like literally couldn't. I'd fall asleep playing Xbox. And so
Mid game.
losing the weight, because once it's like anything else. You do jiu-jitsu. I'm sure when you first started, you're like, fuck, this sucks. I'm sore. Now you're in the motion, right? It's a habit. It got so easy because now I'm in a habit. The hardest part was fixing what I had done because I had gone overboard and then harmed myself, right? Testosterone should not be that low at that age. And they can't prescribe me a T-boost because I'm not 50 years old, right? They'll fuck me up. They can't give me anything. So I had to it was like I would eat probably 100,000 pounds of spinach a day at that point to get my iron right. And then the doctor basically telling me to stop running. Well, I just spent the last 9 months running every day, Monday through Sunday. How am I supposed to do that? The hardest part was getting to where I am now because now the weight won't stick. I was eating again. I was running less, and I wouldn't gain fucking weight. I gained like 5-10 pounds in 6 months.
So what are you at now?
So I'm 210 right now, the way I sit, and it's the best.
You look good.
Thank you. It's the best I feel. And what I realized was, especially with like your image of yourself, right?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if there's any loose skin. I don't give a fuck about stretch bar. I don't care about any of that because I know right now, especially in my job, and I've experienced it. I'm not the strongest guy in the world. I'm also not the weakest. At my weight now, I'll run through you.
Yeah, let's see that, boss.
Well, not like you personally, but I'm saying like
Line it up.
I don't know, brother.
Chris first.
I'll give it my best shot. Sure, I could get worked. I'm not the toughest guy in the world, but at 168, you could have tossed me around like a fucking puppy.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what it was. So it's like,
Yeah, you're a brittle fucking, like a saltine cracker, dude.
you spit on
Snap
me.
you.
I was so dehydrated and everything. You could have spit on me and I would have snapped in half. So like for me, like when I hear Justin say, "Oh, I did like a lot of people might say bullshit. But when he says 9 months, he was lifting 300. That's so fucking. It's because you had nothing else to do after an op. You're going to the gym and you're eating. It's so fucking true. Like if you just put time aside, that's it. That's all it is. It's time. Once you put time and apply yourself, it's like anything else. Now I can sit at 210. I could drop fucking 20 pounds in 1 month.
Yeah, stop eating.
Yeah.
You just stop eating.
It goes back to passing out playing Xbox.
It's insane. It's insane. But like I will say this, I've never been that heavy before. I'm not supposed to be that heavy. It was the fucking brain injury, this
Drugs,
everything, the drugs they prescribed, right? Stressed, right? I was in a relationship at that time that was going really bad. So it's like I had every excuse to just fuck off and eat. And
Yeah, I mean, I think anybody would too.
But then it's like you have to like take accountability. Like, all right, I'm bad. I'm being a bad guy in general. Now it's like I can have fun. I don't take it
Eventually
serious.
you took accountability and took control of your weight and your problem.
Now shit's
addressed
funny.
it.
Back then, if you would have made an offhand joke and I didn't like it, I'd get all fucking pissed. You've seen the videos when I get
have
fired up.
videos.
Yeah, it could be the smallest
I
thing.
refuse to delete them.
And you shouldn't. You should keep them for history purposes because it's like anything would go. Now it's like, dude, shit's not that serious. That's like my whole mantra now is like, it's just not that fucking serious. You can do it. Anyone can do it. Say anything you want. But I know that I feel good about myself now.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Like, yeah, when you say peaks and valleys, it's like the best euphemism I've heard about it. Because even today, dude, if I stop taking shit a little bit seriously, right? Because it's not that serious, but if I stop taking it a little bit seriously, I would go up to 290 again.
Yeah.
I could. Anyone could.
Watch what you put in your mouth. Boils down to.
Dude. And it's like,
everybody.
dude,
Pretty much.
It's like, and fitness is like anything. Like, and there's a topic, I'm not a police officer, so I feel bad saying it, but like, I've been there, right? I can talk about being fat because I was fat. When I see guys in a position of power, right? Because that's ultimately what it is for you guys. You guys have an authority over the public. You have a duty to serve and stuff. But at the end of the day, you're the guy that's writing the ticket. You're the guy that's booking a guy in jail. If you're fucking fat, it's really hard for me to like fathom you doing anything for the public because you're not, just visually, you're not a model.
Yeah.
To me, right? To the kids, to the public. Like, if you're fucking fat and you're yelling at me, I can't hear you. I'm dead serious.
I'm just looking at your weight.
Yeah. I cannot fucking hear you because I've been there.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah. I was worthless when I was fat and you're worthless now because you are. It's that fucking cut and dry to me. So it's like, you guys can probably speak on this, or you can and will speak on this more than I can. But it's like, I feel like your credibility is lost if you're not fucking in shape to an extent.
If you can't do a burpee, dude, like get your
Right?
weight up off the ground. Because there's videos, you've all seen them, where dudes will get knocked over, like the one dude in Tennessee, I think it was. He got knocked on his back and just gave up after he shot his fucking, emptied his gun.
It goes hand in hand with what Tony's into, right, as well, because you fight, you do all the Brazilian jiu-jitsu stuff. That's a tool that's like, and you could, there's people that disagree. I agree to an extent. It's like, if you're fucking fat and you don't know how to fight and you're a police officer in the military, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Right? Because you've said it, there's some fucking creatures out in the street, dude. Especially in California. They'll outrun you. They'll fucking, it's like, if you're fat, you're kind of doing a disservice.
It's like 28 days later kind of zombies, just fucking sprinters.
Just running on meth.
and you could be the fastest person ever and still get beat, but at least you're in shape and keep it, like, you'll get them.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get smoked.
You're not going to get fucking smoked. Like, and I would love to hear your opinion on staying in shape, because everything you do, either for fun or professionally, whether it be EP training, which is your main deal, training guns, you got to be fucking shape to be out there on a summer day. You're going to have a heart attack in 100-degree weather.
Yeah, I mean, I see some big dudes running around doing USPSA, but they also like, that's I think a little different. But no, my journey of fitness has been, it's been pretty wild, honestly. So kind of give background on me. So my mom was actually a semi-professional bodybuilder. She had the opportunity to go professional, decided she didn't want to because honestly, she was massive.
Yeah.
She could not fit, she was one of those females that her legs were so big she can only wear sweats.
I love that.
because her waist would pay for a men's waist would be like a size 30, but her thighs would fit into she'd need a minimum of a size like 38 for her thighs.
Quadzilla.
She was you want to talk about she was
Quadzilla.
massive. She was throwing up 1,000 pounds on the leg press, just like going
Nothing.
to fucking
Night-
work, dude.
yeah,
Just going to
night
fucking
day.
work. She was fucking super strong. So like I grew up in the world of like fitness, like from day one kind of thing. So I started working out really, really early. I was like maybe 13 or 14 years old when I started going to the gym. There's a local YMCA, started going there, started doing more and more.
That's a throwback.
And that was me. Like I just started working out. Like by 8th grade, like I'm 8th grade, like putting up 225, just like fucking just putting in work. You
I have
know?
a hard time with that now.
I'm like going into high school, summer football camp, you know, like, and I'm like squatting and repping weights with like varsity team. I'm fucking going into my freshman year.
That's insane.
Yeah, like that's how I was with working out. Like it was just something for me. It was a way to kind of help control my anger.
Sure.
I had a lot of anger issues when I was younger, and it was a way for me to like really kind of hone that in. So
Outlet.
I got super
100%.
like I got fucking just absolutely yoked out of my mind. Like fucking walking in 9th grade, fucking straight, like not a 6-pack, an 8-pack. Like you saw all fucking 8 abdominal muscles.
Yeah.
Like traps are fucking Jews. I'm walking around with a 17-inch neck.
Scary, dude.
Like, dude,
Scary.
Stupid. It was absolutely dumb. Just walking around like this at all times.
Dude.
Like I was just that guy.
Yeah. I'm sure you caught some haters back then too.
So through high school, like I worked out a shit ton, just kept getting stronger. Like my max squat while I was in high school, like I was a $160 wet, putting up 405, 4 plates.
That's
like,
so
on the
fucking
squat.
scary.
Like I was just putting up weight, dude. I was 275 on the bench, 405 there. Like I easily hit the 1,000-pound club. 100% I hit the 1,000-pound club at that point in time. I was doing like cleans at I think it's 225 for my cleans. So like it was stupid. Like it's
heavy.
Yeah. It was,
What are you
it was
at now?
Fucking
'Cause
heavy.
You sent a video.
It
the
was
other
fucking
day.
heavy.
You sent a video the other day of some heavy shit.
It was okay. It was not bad. I'm not what I used to be, but at the same time, like I think
I don't think
have
anyone
that-
here is.
I think
no
I have
one is, man.
yeah.
We've all
I
had our
ain't
peaks
as good
already.
as I once was.
So
We're just maintaining right now.
Trying to survive.
So got out of high school. Like I kept working out like for the first like 2 years out of high school. So like that was because, you know, even though in high school I worked basically full time. Like I'd go out of school, fucking go straight to work, and I'd work from like 4 o'clock in the afternoon to like midnight.
Yeah.
So that's how I worked. So, you know, did my whole path, kept working out, and then slowly like pulled away from working out and got more into working because I, you know, had to support myself.
Cash
and then I
is king.
slowly, then like I went from 160 to 170, then 175, then 180,
Here it
then
comes.
185, then 190, and I'm like, all right, hit 190, and I'm just like. Just feeling like shit. Like
Out of breath going up the stairs.
dude.
Legitimately.
Just like having a hard time.
That
like,
shit's not a joke.
We take
that was
5
it.
here halfway.
Yeah, it was fucking tough.
All right, let's do it.
But I like in my head, I was still like, no, like you can still put up weight. Like you're
Yeah.
still fucking strong. Like because you know,
You're still
like,
strong.
Yeah, I was still okay. I wasn't strong where it
Yeah.
was, but you know, still has some weight. Like I can still move a fridge from dude. Like no big deal. Like like okay, I can still do this shit. And then probably now, as about 5 years ago, I was like, I really need to fucking start doing something. So I got into jiu-jitsu, and dude, we're starting warm-ups, and all we're doing is running around the mat. Just running around the mat, warming up the arms, warming up the legs, warming up the shoulders. Dude, we finished our run. I'm like,
Throwing up.
dude, I couldn't fucking breathe.
That's how it was.
I couldn't breathe. I'm like, we've ran for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I was running miles like in high school and out of high school. Like I was no problem. Like I was just sprints, no problem.
Isn't that crazy how 20 pounds can fuck up your...
So slowly started getting better, and then I slowly getting better. Still in jiu-jitsu, but like my eating habits haven't changed. So like my weight's not really going anywhere. And then like I would say the past year and a half to almost 2 years, like I started like, I need to start like getting into the gym on top of this and start like watch what I'm eating. So now I'm like actually watching what I'm eating. I'm like now, like I would say it's only been maybe about 6 or 7 months where I've really focused on the gym on top of my
Yeah, you've
jiu-jitsu.
locked in
Because my jiu-jitsu hasn't changed.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed at all. But my gym aspect has like gone back to kind of how I was when I was back in high school.
Yeah, lifting weights.
I'm in the gym a minimum of 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Certain days, like this past Friday, for example, like I did a 2 a day. Like I did a morning workout. Had someone hit me up. They're like, hey, like let's
go work out. And you're like, yeah, I got nothing else to do.
They're like, hey, I couldn't make the gym this morning. He's like, you free to hit this evening gym? I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
got nothing else to do.
We'll do a quick workout in. Like I run, the kid and the wife decided they wanted to go do want to go watch a movie. So they're like, all right, well, you go do a movie. I'm gonna go to the gym. So I fucking went to the gym. Like I almost hit jiu-jitsu right afterwards. So I was like almost did like a 3-day
Fucking
style
tank,
workout.
dude.
Like, but like I felt good. Like I didn't feel bad at all. Like nothing was okay. Like, and like, you know, today's like my day off kind of thing. Like I'm doing my little day off. The rest of the week I'll be in the gym. Jiu-jitsu Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The gym Tuesday through Friday.
It's a habit now.
So yeah, that's just what I
routine.
what it is.
It's part of the routine. Yeah.
But what like the other thing that like I found like this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about as well is like we kind of went through the our history and stuff, which is cool. But I've realized even in today, like I have my routine, but I hate going to the gym.
Hate it,
Yeah.
dude. I
hate going.
I hate
the
to
gym.
interrupt you, but listening to your 2-a-day, I'm looking at myself and I was like, I want to talk about how much I fucking hate going to the gym.
I hate it. I hate going to the gym. Like I have to have someone with me who goes.
Yeah.
Let's
Really?
go. Like has to go to the gym. The only reason why I did the 2 days is because the person hit me up and says,
Went with you.
"Hey, I need someone to go to the gym with me.
Yeah.
Can you come with me?" I'm like, "All right, bet. Like I'll be there."
I'll tell you the reason why I think I hate it. I fucking hate waiting for machines. I hate the fucking crowds.
Yeah.
I hate all that shit. When I had like our, I guess, private gym at work, when I lived in another spot, dude, I key to the gym. I go 24 hours a day. There's maybe one person in there. Most of the time, I had the place to myself. I'm talking like a fucking 10,000 square foot structure all to
Yeah,
myself.
can't beat that.
No waiting. So it's like
You
I
just
was
do what you
spoiled.
want.
I love going to at that point. I started like going to the gym again. That's what I like doing. Yeah,
'cause
that was fun. There's no waiting.
there's no blocks.
I fucking
Yeah.
hate going to 24-hour fitness or LA Fitness, and it's just fucking packed.
Yeah, it's massive.
The
It's crazy.
foothill gyms, if you go there at 5 peak hours, yeah, it's packed.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it didn't seem too crazy.
It's even when I'm going now. Like if I wait for a machine, like I'm like, this place is packed right now. This is crazy. Because I never wait for a machine.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, we're always they not only they have like multiples of each machine. Like they have 8 squat racks there.
Yeah.
8 squat racks.
Foothill gym?
Yeah, Foothill.
Yeah.
Now called Ultraflex, but
Really?
yeah, they changed their name. They're looking to expand, do big things. Pretty excited for them.
It's
But like they have so many different machines of everything, so it's super easy. Like I never have to wait for anything. They have like 6 full racks of weights of going from 10 pounds up to 150 pounds dumbbells. They have 6 racks of those things throughout the entire thing.
impossible to find.
So it's like the gym I'm at is amazing. Like I
Yeah,
love
it's a good
going
because it's like people who like understand, I guess, the culture.
that part.
Hurrying up and move, like, hey, get your set done, get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
Don't fucking set up tripods and fucking
and the
shit
best
with the boy.
and the best thing about it is everybody racks their weights there.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
You show up, someone does a workout. I don't care if this guy has
Yeah.
20 weights on it, 20, 45 pounds on a leg press. All of them come off and get put away.
I have such
and
strong
it's so
opinions.
nice. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I still fucking hate working out. But I don't like being fat. I don't like being like,
That's it.
and I look at myself as like, I'm trying to, if I sit here and try to say, I've got to be, I'm the protector of my family, right? I want to do jiu-jitsu. I want to do competitions. Like if I want to do these things like that require energy, like I need to make sure that I have the capabilities of doing it.
Yeah.
So I put in the effort and I hate doing it, but at the end of the day, like I look better, I feel better, like I can do all of these things. Like everything's easier.
Yeah.
Right? Everything is easier. And you have, it's like, it has nothing to do with like being like, people are like, oh, you have a lot of motivation. Like I don't have any motivation.
None.
I have zero. I have discipline.
It's
I have
consistency.
really, really good. I have, and it's been better. Like I had shitty discipline when I first started. Like now it's like, I'm at a point now where I had to have someone say, let's go to the gym.
Yeah.
Now I'm at a point where it's like, if someone doesn't say, I'm like, but like,
Still
I
gotta do
usually
it.
go though. I'm usually at the gym by 9 a.m. I'm usually at the gym every day. So I'm like, oh fuck, dude, it's 10 o'clock. Like, why am I not at the gym? So I like, if worst case scenario, I'll go fucking take the dogs for a walk. I'll go walk
Something.
I'll go walk a mile. I'll go do something. Take the dogs out, jog around, do something. Like, just get some workout. Like,
Stay active.
Sedentary.
just do something because I don't like. I'm at that point now where like my body needs to do something, and so like, and it also helps having like my dogs who are super fucking active. I have to get them outside.
Yeah.
If I don't, they're gonna tear up.
Oh
the fucking
yeah,
house.
they'll
Yeah.
die.
So like I have that option. So like I think that's where the most important, like you guys hit on it. Like if you're gonna have a career that requires you to be capable in some aspect, right? Construction worker. Like if you need to be fucking lifting shit, doing shit, you better be let's do stuff.
Yeah.
Military, LEO. Like if you're not sitting, and if you are sitting behind the desk, like I still feel like just for basic lifestyle, you should still be somewhat healthy.
If you're in any sort of
But if you're
command position,
if people rely on you in some fashion, like you better be fucking ready to rock and roll. Plain and simple. And like that's the most important thing about this, and I think that's where most people really mistake it. It's like you don't have to be motivated to work out. You can hate life the entire time you're there. Most days I do. Like I show up, I'm like, I don't want to fucking be here.
Oh yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? Just
There's days I walked in and walked right the fuck out.
100%.
I'll see the crowd. I'm like,
100%.
fuck,
this is this is
I'm
the
better-
fucking
walk
worst
and
thing
I'm
ever.
Better off. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So like,
waiting
but
2 hours for a fucking machine.
I've done that, but it's like I walk in, I'm like, all right, like I've told like my workout partner, like one of my buddies, I'm like, I don't feel like being here today. Like I'm often like my head's not, my
that's
headspace
okay,
is not
though.
there, nothing's
home.
there. No, I
That's
don't go
okay.
home. I just like, I'm like, hey dude, you're gonna do your work. We're gonna do our workout. Like, oh, it's leg day. Like, yeah, my normal working set for let's say like for rotating deadlift, my working set is usually about 3 plates.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking heavy, right? I'm gonna do 185 today. I'm putting a plate and a half on. I'm just like, I'm here just to get movement.
Yeah.
I got some movement in. I'm done. Like I'm done of there. I
Don't have to go for PRs every day.
yeah, I'm like,
Go
I'm not
through the
doing,
motions.
I'm not working, I'm not trying to fucking sit here and get like the biggest and baddest thing. But you know what I'm gonna do? Like at least I got some movement in. I got some in, and like my body got to eat something up. And guess what? Like now I have a little bit of wiggle room to go, hey, like you wanna fucking have an In-N-Out burger? Like it's okay to have that
Sure.
burger now. Because you know what? Like I put in some work, like I can do that. Is it my everyday thing? No. Like am I fucking being an asshole when I eat?
Sure.
I try not to be. Like I have my asshole days.
But that's okay.
But you also like, if you be an asshole with your eating and you don't work out, you're just gonna become fucking obese.
Yeah.
People-
And useless to the world.
That's like the number one question I guess. Like, oh, like there's no answer to any of it.
No.
If you're trying to go somewhere, whether it be get bigger, get smaller, whatever it is, it's just consistency. Showing up's the hardest part. I know it sounds
That,
corny, but it
no,
really is.
100% what it is.
Showing up's the hardest part. But also the thing that I regret is like making things so detrimental, right? So black and white. Now, if someone says like later, he goes, hey, let's go get dinner here. Even if I'm trying to lose weight, I'm not going to fucking be a nerd and be like, oh, dude, I can't do that. Now, if you have like a specific goal and you get your macros,
Sure.
Well, and that's
good.
the thing. It's
That's
like
good.
if
Do
you're
that.
trying to hit that, if you're trying to hit
Sure.
like for me, like I'm on, folks developed, currently working on that one. So I'm working on with Marco, right? I'm doing stuff, and my whole reasoning for I'm trying to be strict on my stuff, like why I'm drinking a whiskey rather than a beer right now. I'm trying to be because I want to get down to a specific weight. So when I go
Yeah,
into
it's a goal.
competitions,
It's a hard goal.
I don't have to sit here like, all right, I'm 2 weeks out of competition. Time to be so fucking strict with everything that I'm going to not only hate working out, but I'm going to hate life in
Yeah.
general
Yeah,
because
waking
I
up.
have to drop 6 pounds in 2 weeks. That sucks.
Yeah.
If I, instead of just going, I'm at 180, I'm at 180 right now. I got to be at 182 with gi on. Okay, cool. I can still have a burger. Oh, we're going out for your birthday? Hey, I can still eat. We can still go grab a burger. We can still go enjoy some food. I can have a drink with you because I'm not having to be so strict on stuff.
Yeah.
Like, because by doing that, you stop life.
That part,
and that's fucking stupid.
the
I
part
hate
right here, like that's the biggest thing. It's like maintenance is key. So if you have a hard goal, count your macros, stick to your plan. Don't go fuck off when you're eating. But once you're there and that activity is complete, I've talked to so many people in the fitness industry, right? Because at some point I was scraping and scrambling, begging somebody, give me something, some sort of data, dope, whatever. I need an answer, and I couldn't get it because there's no answer. But if you ask anybody that's had an 8-pack and walked on a stage, they don't maintain that. They maintain general fitness, but in the off season, they're not. They don't look the way they did on stage.
No.
It's not fucking viable.
It's not- it's-
possible.
no, fuck
and I'm kind of all over the place, but something also is like TikTok has ruined everything, whether it's photos, guns, firearms, fucking just military TikTok I want cancer now. I just want to die when I see that stuff. The gym is ruined by TikTok because now you have, like he said, you got lines out the ass because everyone thinks they can put a tripod up and do that, and that's fine. Some people can. But for me, it's like, you just got to find your own fucking thing.
Yeah.
If you're counting your macros, cool. Count your macros. Skip that BJ's dinner we're going to go for a birthday. But if you're just trying to be normal and you're not on anything, whether that gear or some sort of event you're trying to put for some jiu-jitsu thing, you don't you have to save your
Just keep movement.
Just keep movement. Show up. Don't do the bare minimum, but also don't, fucking kill yourself on a workout. You don't have to do that. It's not, you're going to go insane. I went insane. People was like, oh, here, have this drink. Let's go out. No, I'm good. I can't do that. I'm 168 pounds. I have to do that. I have to go out. But I was like, if I got so detrimental, it's like, if I don't do this, I'm gay or I'm going to die or some crazy fucking stupid dorky thing in my head. So when I hear you say I count macros, I give a lot of respect because at one point, I stopped weighing myself, but I weighed my food. I have scales that I don't use anymore because I'd weigh this meal fitness.
But
says
I
8
think
grams.
that macros is a good thing still because
the best one.
Because you think about it, like macros means like you were looking at all aspects. You're looking at your fat
Everything.
intake. You're looking at your calories, your protein, your fiber. Like you're looking at all these different pieces.
Takes into account the
Yeah, it takes in
totality.
everything, and you have to go. Okay, these are the things I need to do to live a healthy lifestyle.
works.
I need to make sure that I'm taking in the proper amount of protein. I still need my fats. I still need my carbs. Like you need all of these pieces to have a healthy diet.
It's
right?
the most
and that's
accurate
why
way.
you're not going to be sitting. Most people, if you're dropping 6 pounds a week, like. There's probably something you're doing that is an unhealthy, unsustainable
Extremely.
aspect.
Catch up, Chris.
You should not be dropping hard weight,
Like
6 pounds
100
a week.
like 1 to 2 pounds a week. Me personally, and maybe there are other people who will say I'm wrong, and like maybe it is wrong for people who are in an obese state. But like for myself, like I'm at right now at about 1.5, 2 pounds of dropping right now with the plan.
It's healthy.
I'm on.
It's healthy.
And it's because like I'm putting down 200 grams of protein a day. Like I need so much fucking protein. It's
You have
stupid.
to.
But like that's because what I need to do. Like my body, like the amount of workout that I do. Like most days I'm doing workout in the morning, jujitsu at night. Most days. So like my body needs the protein to be able to build off of.
Yeah.
Right. And like my weight is weird too. Is like I'll sit there and I'm like, oh cool, I dropped a couple pounds, and then like next week's like, bro, I just went up a pound. Oh, you gained a pound of muscles.
You have your water weight, you have
right?
muscle.
You gained a
gain.
pound of muscle, which you did over the past 2 weeks. Like, you dropped 2 pounds in fat, but I just, it's like you just get, so that's the thing as well. Is like weight is also like kind of a weird thing because like
I'll never rely on my weight.
no, the weight and I think BMI is a fucking total piece of shit.
It's a sham.
It's so stupid.
It's a sham.
The BMI fucking.
That's
crap.
that's the GNC. Get the big guy in here to buy the supplements too. That's the other thing. That's another thing.
You
the
got-
internet
you got
really-
play like
Guess how much I'm supposed
Hey,
to
come
weigh
in here.
according to the doctors. Dude.
What do you say?
250?
What's your
I'm gonna
height?
say you're supposed to
I'll
weigh.
guess.
I'm gonna say 180.
What's your height?
180?
That's
Fucking
the doctor's.
doc-
Yeah, that's
The
insane.
doctor said I have to weigh 180 pounds.
That's not viable.
I was like,
What do you?
there's no
You're
fucking way.
crazy.
At 7'2"?
Dude, when I was
Yeah, you
Dude,
might
when
as well
I-
just die.
when I was 230, I was like, there's no fucking way. Like I'd have to like sit there and let my body starve itself. Like,
Wither away.
180?
if you're
180,
over,
dude.
if you're over 6'2",
Bro, I'm
6'3",
185, dog.
Yeah,
they wanted me to weigh 180, and they're like,
Who's,
you're
who's
obese.
this? What?
I'm
what-
5'7",
how old are you?
dude. You're like almost
how
a
old are
foot
you?
taller than me.
22.
that's
And they
not
wanted me to
healthy.
be 180.
Collegiate athlete?
You're
or-
almost a foot taller than me, and I weigh 185, and you're supposed to weigh the same as me.
And I was like, fuck.
And I'm not out of weight. I'm
That
not
shit's a
overweight.
scam, dude.
He's like, so anyways, I did it. And I was horrible.
BMI. That's the other
I
thing
hate
too, is
BMI,
like,
dude.
Anybody that like listens to this, whatever about this particular topic, it's like, dude, there is no shop, there is no supplement, there is no fucking workout plan that's gonna save you. Do it, get it done, show up, go home, rinse and repeat until you're at where you're at. Count your macros. You're gonna count your macros. To me, like Tony said, that's the most, in my experience, macros are the most accurate, like helping thing you can do. Not your calories, not tracking your weight and seeing how much you lost.
Yeah, because I could be an asshole and eat half a pack of Oreos and still meet my calorie intake.
All right, that's enough with the fitness. So that we've talked about that long enough. Go ahead, Chris, take us out.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning in for another episode, and I think it's been really eye-opening for myself. I can't speak for all the rest of the crew, but
open, brother.
yeah, but I think this was a really good topic to touch on, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Any closing thoughts, fellas?
Yeah,
What you guys
hit up
gotta say?
Marcos at Develop.
Hit up
Yes,
Marcos,
hit up
talk to him,
Marcos.
stay fit, guys. And I think it's it. Later, guys.
Peace.